It took like 6 months, but we are now back with yet another Batman retrospective. We are here to talk about Batman Beyond.
This time we are going beyond the animated series into Batman Beyond.
Who would have thought that a sequel to Batman the animated series,
But also New Batman Adventures, technically, New Batman Adventures is a sequel. Batman Beyond's like more or less a sequel
Batman Beyond completes the trilogy.
of sorts.
Kind of, sort of.
Well, I mean, Justice League also exists, and that's kind of like, well, to be fair, that's also a sequel to Superman. Sorry, I'm just getting into a nerd tangent. Anyway, hi everybody. So, what I feel like here's the thing about Batman Beyond. It's more interesting, in my opinion, to talk about like the behind the scenes, like how it was even like everything, the legacy that it was that it had and then created regarding like what the idea was versus the actual show itself.
Well, first of all, I just want to say I think it's pretty obvious. Terry McGinnis was heavily inspired by like Peter Parker.
Like a lot of it was like hero who goes to school has to balance his school and like regular life with being a superhero. It's pretty much Spider-Man, but Batman inspired elements.
And the fact
it's Batman with it's Batman with Spider-Man inspired elements. That's a better way to say it.
The fact though,
Batman Beyond.
The fact though that they were able to take someone like they completely made up the whole Batman Beyond thing, and they were literally able to like make like a not like the same caliber, but like almost to the same caliber type of like a story of like a story that was at the caliber of like Batman the animated series with a brand new.
You say story when like most episodes, like after the first 2 episodes, most of it's just like shenanigans in the future of Gotham. Which, go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, to live up to Batman the animated series, like it did a pretty good job.
Like, I want to say this, like going into the show, like I think the first episodes are probably the most interesting ones, just because like they show off like how different everything is. Like both, I mean, we can get to the little Bruce debate like in a minute or two, but like just like the aesthetic of like Gotham in the future is so interesting. And like we get to see like before like even all starts to see like when Bruce is still Batman, like that early bit of his like last time being Batman. We see like a pseudo futuristic Gotham
Actually
scene.
It's technically not the last time.
It's not the last time, but like it's the last time he like does it on his own. But anyway, like the opening scene of like seeing like we see like an almost what the Batman Beyond is gonna give us, but then we see like immediately after we see like the new Gotham. It's like so interesting.
All right, so question.
I have my opinion.
So no, but actually I kind of have a question. Like, if we ever got a what if for like Batman Beyond, because it's been heavily rumored DC's going to do a what if thing, would you want a what if the DCAU Batman had like, you know, continued on beyond that point, and we got a couple of like episodes showcasing like.
I mean, I don't think he really could, because even beyond him holding a gun, he was having heart failure problems and stuff like that.
Yeah, true.
I don't think he really could continue on. Yeah, that's really the show literally opens with Batman not being able to stop like a simple like hostage crisis and because of heart failure. It has to use a gun in order to get out safely.
Yeah,
like that gives like. Also, I love the fact that like we know why Batman quit, but Terry doesn't know, and he keeps pestering Bruce the entire time.
Exactly, and
like there also is the facets of like Return Joker also giving like an indication of also why maybe he like that's why we know like that probably.
Yeah, but Return of the Joker happened many years before the first episode of Batman Beyond, though.
I think that explains why Barbara quit.
Yeah.
And then we definitely know why Tim Drake quit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, of course. But no, so before we get into the finer details, I just want to say the suit is cool.
Oh, Batman Beyond suit?
And like the thing is, Bruce made it because he knew he was getting older, so he probably enhanced it so that he didn't have to do as much. Like he literally has an invisibility thing, which he was probably like, I'm old. Why am I gonna bother to do like stealth? Yeah.
I like how like Terry says like, oh, it's old technology, but it's still like, and it's still like the most like technologically advanced thing we have available.
Yeah.
Like it was like made like 30 years before Batman Beyond, right?
Like 25 years.
25 years. Like,
but yeah,
25 years and it's still like super high end tech.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
also, okay, two things. Can I just say this? Firstly, I love when you see like the suit get damaged. You see like the red and like black like circuits. That's like a cool detail.
Yeah,
because like it's like it's not even a cloth. It's like mainly like it's like a tech cloth like fiber. It's like really cool to see.
Yeah,
like I'm not really a big fan of like tech suits, but like that's probably one of the better tech suits out there. Secondly,
no, sorry, I'll just say tech before Iron Man was cool,
and then Iron Man kind of when nanotech was introduced, it kind of just fell apart.
I mean, technically,
we can talk about it like into another rant.
Technically, Iron Man did have nanotech in the comics before like Infinity War, but like
and then became
Iron Man
popular.
But now like every like it was from like 2010 to like 2018, every villain in a superhero movie had like some sort of an Iron Man suit. but the thing that like I find cool,
nanotech took the one thing Venom had for himself, that being like the weird like symbiotic like tendrils.
Yeah,
nanotech just stole that.
Yeah, but so like I'm just gonna say it's kind of cool and like in a way kind of cute. I don't know why I say cute, but like it's a cute little detail that like Bruce built this suit knowing that he was getting old, and so he kind of cheated in some ways.
It was probably like built to like pretty much. Hi, Sweetie cameo.
Sweetie's in this video.
Sweetie cameo, our own Batman Beyond. Yeah, my theory is that the reason why Bruce built the suit the way he did is because like he was getting older, he couldn't do stuff as much, so he needed to use every last like bit of technology as possible.
Yeah, and like he probably wasn't in the best physical condition either.
He literally had heart failure. Anyway, right. But also I want to say this: open bracket. I want to hear your take on this. Batman Beyond suit only really works in 2D animation. Only because like whenever you see it in 3D, it just doesn't look nearly as good. Hi, Sweetie.
It's cool in the video games.
I mean, like but like the style of it. Like here's the thing. It like people joke about like skin tight stuff. It's really skin tight. It only really works like gives a cool impression when it comes to 2D animation because like how does the suit actually work with the mouth? Because we never really found that out. Like the Arkham game.
Can someone please find out how it works with the fucking mouth?
Like Arkham City gave the impression of like it just was just like a weird like face thing, and then Arkham Knight just didn't even put the original suit in there.
Actually, though, I like that suit better.
Yeah,
the Arkham Knight one.
I think Batman Beyond really only works in 2D animation. Sweetie, relax. Only really works in 2D animation. It's like she knows that we're recording.
Yeah,
I think she does. She's like, I want to be in this too.
But yeah, no, I mean,
we haven't gotten to the episode. We're just talking about like random facets.
Well,
I mean, that's what the whole thing is about, right?
Well, but like the thing is that when it comes to the episodes, there is like a lot to talk about. But like, I don't know. I think what I'll say, and tell me if you disagree, the quality of the writing on this show is not as it's not as tight as Batman the Animated Series, but I think it holds up pretty well considering
they're hitting different areas. Batman was more or less just like a detective. It was a detective show with elements of more or less elements of superhero, at least for the first early parts, and then over time it just became a standard superhero show. I'd say Batman Beyond goes more like the Spider-Man angle, where it's more or less like Terry having to struggle between both his like regular life and then his superhero life. Like there's some episodes where like almost always about the superhero stuff. But like there are episodes like for example, Craven Hunter Walmart brand gets his brother. No, really, like there's literally remember, I forget his name, but like there's like a Walmart brand Craven the Hunter in that show.
Yeah. And I kind of like how the police over time grow to like respect
not really
Terry.
They literally have to literally try to hunt him down for one episode entirely.
Well, I also just think though too that like the arc with Powers is also cool too.
With Powers,
yeah.
Also, can I just like talk about a little detail I really like about that?
Hold on, but wait. You always quote that one quote that like Powers says.
When he's on the ship and
Yeah.
and the two are about to fight.
Yeah.
I forget how it goes, but like Terry says, "You killed my father." You have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down. It's because like okay, like Powers is like okay, I'm gonna say it. Powers is probably the like best villain on the show.
Yeah.
I'd say I know who's like I think I know who like second place is, but Powers is the best villain.
Yeah.
Just because of like how much he's just so evil and such a petty bitch. But like he's just so smug and petty about it. And like the fact he just goes and tells Terry, "Hey, I killed like plenty of fathers, man. You gotta give me more info to actually understand what you're telling me about." It's like, bro, you gotta give me more than this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like that's the last time we see him actually, which is sad because like, man, but like, what were we going on about?
Just
Oh, right. So like, I love how at the very start of like Batman Beyond, when we see like that flashback. I know I just keep talking about that flashback, like the early parts of it. We see Bruce. We hear news about like Bruce fighting against Powers' takeover of Wayne Tech, and then at the end, and then like we hear like immediately afterward, it's been like blah 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 years since Powers has run Wayne Tech.
mm-hmm.
It's like a oh right. So he just gave up after that.
All right. So here's the thing, y'all. Here's the thing. The theme song is incredible.
Oh, okay.
Actually, wait, Liam and our subs, before y'all unsubscribe, I just have to say, I love the theme song for Batman the Animated Series.
Batman Beyond might be slightly better.
Dare I say Batman Beyond clears. I'm sorry.
I love it because like it's like I think later on it kind of loses its touch, but like the first couple episodes, like when you see the site of like old Gotham, and you go straight to like beyond Gotham, and it's like so cool, and then you see apathy, corruption, greed,
hope, and then you
see Batman. It's like, oh hell yeah,
yeah.
Like, okay, I also talk about something else. I think the atmosphere of Batman Beyond is weaker than the animated series. But the aesthetic and world building that Batman Beyond has is so damn cool.
Well, also, it takes the established lore that Batman the Animated Series has
and expands upon
and it's faithful to it too.
Yeah, like it's a cool way of seeing like where everything went after the original series. It's like Barbara became Commissioner Gordon, which is really cool.
And Mr. Freeze didn't change.
Oh my god. I've been thinking about that for like the past like several like days. Okay, so like
that episode is fucked up.
Yeah, but like I just think about it this way. They just kept Mr. Freeze's head inside a jar and in like the middle of like a random closet. Poor dude was just. So did Bruce know about that?
I don't know.
Did Bruce was Bruce just like saying like, yes, keep Mr. Freeze in there. He'll be fine. But like, I guess like maybe it happened after the Powers take over, but like still like poor Mr. Freeze was stuck just staring at a wall for like 30 years probably. Like that son of a like considering what happened afterward, like that makes sense. Cause like I don't even think like it was like everything that happened, like him being immortal, just him being stuck in there made him realize, damn, I want to die so bad.
Yeah, and like but like that whole episode is like, hard. It's like, hard. It's like, hard. Sorry, it's like heart wrenching. And like I will say that show is kind of, or that like, episode when Freeze is like about to die,
the music going off,
and then the Terry, get out of there now. Like that shit is peak. But one of my favorite moments from this show,
the first episodes, I know what it is.
Bro,
when Terry goes up to Wayne Manor and
Mr. Wayne, something stinks in your company. You're no Batman, you whacked out old fraud.
And then the gate opens.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like,
and then the music's going like popping off.
Yeah, bro. Like that shit goes hard, bro. I'm sorry.
This guy who made the music also think about the Detective Starman.
That, but he also helped on the animated series too.
I figured.
So credit to him. No, but like bro, or her. No, but like I'm saying, bro, these people that made the Batman the animated series, which it's the same people that also made Batman Beyond. These people know what they literally know what they're freaking doing. Like,
I kind of like how the early episodes like kind of give like the idea of like we're mostly like Batman's villains and like allies ended up like obviously just brought up like whole Barbara becoming commissioner
or fucking Raish going like inside of Talia. Which
that is
like
so fucked up, man. Like, like hearing his voice from Talia like later on in the episode, it's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Of course he fucking did that.
Or like
scratch that one for Bruce's potential. We gotta get into that after, but like,
or like the Superman episode.
Oh god, don't remind me of that.
Yeah,
I think weird that there's two creepy guys in the sewers.
Oh yeah,
like the Crocodile King guy who's kidnapping orphans, and there's a guy who was an incel.
Yeah, and then there's a fucking splicing episode.
Oh fuck no, that one just gives me heebie-jeebies.
So, question, Liam.
I ain't gonna say anything because
are there any to you, and I won't judge you if you know there are some. Are there any lowlights?
I think lowlights. I think Batman animated series has the obvious lowlights because it has I Got Batman in My Basement, which is overall the most divisively joked about episode in the entire animated series because of how ridiculous it is.
I actually think
I don't think there's any like as bad episodes because here's the thing, for what the series lacks in like some like momentum and like overall like interesting, for what it lacks in like atmosphere for a lot of episodes, it makes up for in technology and like the aesthetic and like the world building because like everything has elements of like interesting like stuff. Like there ran an episode about a guy who ended up fusing with the Earth.
Yeah,
he's causing problems, and Terry has to go and stop him.
Yeah, and like
or like
the music is like fucking awesome.
Mm-hmm. Sweetie, relax. She's doing this.
Yeah,
she's an old cat. Sorry about her. We just have our own Ace in the background. Oh, by the way, Ace is best boy.
Ace is the best character, and considering what we learn later through like Justice League,
both Justice League and like the actual origin of Ace. Like,
oh my god, that episode of him as a puppy is heartbreaking.
Ace is such a cute dog. I love how Bruce just like kept the dog. That's the only thing he left was a dog.
Yeah. Like, but like then there's like that moment of like like Bruce worried about where his dog is.
Mm-hmm.
Like that shit's actually sad, bro. Seeing what Ace like went through, and then like Bruce like saves him, or he's like going to visit his parents, and I think like a dog. Like there was like a dog catcher or something, and like Bruce like saves Ace, and
it was like a random like thug.
Yeah,
and, like Ace saves Bruce, and then and then brings him home.
Yeah, and like he named him Ace because
Justice League Unlimited.
In Justice League Unlimited,
can I just speak about this? How fucking cool is it? Like animated series have like tangible elements of like other worlds. Because like New Adventures of Batman had that Superhero crossover, which I think was pretty cool. But they like completely like reference everything. It's like Justice League, it happened, and like Justice League Unlimited showed like what happened after the events of Batman Beyond as like a weird like finale to that show.
And also just a finale to like the DCAU.
No, because Justice League Unlimited had the finale technically.
Okay,
but like it had the finale. It had the finale to Batman Beyond, and like there was a crossover episode with like Batman Beyond there and Static Shock, and like. Okay, we're just talking about Justice League Unlimited, but like, go watch Justice League Unlimited. It's a really good show. And Batman Beyond. Go watch them both.
Do you guys want a Justice League Unlimited video? Comment for yes.
But yeah, no. I mean, so you say the Ace is best boy. I 100% agree with you. But the best character on this show has to be Old Man Bruce. Old Man Bruce is the best character, dare I say, not only in the show, in the DC.
Sweetie, come here.
In the DCAU. All right, guys.
Sorry, but we only hear Sweetie in the background. We had to Don't worry, she's fine. We just had to keep her contained. That way she wasn't disrupting us. Anyway.
So no.
Old Man Bruce.
Dare I say that the best character in the DCAU is Old Man Bruce?
Honestly, probably the best Batman too.
Well, the best version of him, yeah.
Best version of Batman ever, in my opinion, is Old Man Bruce because like it's like the best Batman because he's literally like the cornerstone of like what I think Batman. He's like literally the cornerstone of like what I think the most interesting Batman idea could be because like he's old, he can't fight that much, he can barely fight at all, he's frail, but in return for that, he has years of experience of being Batman. He knows stuff.
Terry's got like a cheat code.
He's got a cheat code in his head that tells him what to do.
Yeah,
and that alone is so cool.
Yeah, and I
mean, obviously Kevin Conroy being him being Old Man Bruce is definitely helpful as well.
Actually, this might be Kevin Conroy at his like best, actually.
Yeah,
because he has to play a different character.
I just think it's interesting seeing what Batman I also like the fact that like it kind of shows like the ramifications of Batman being so committed to his crusade because for the longest like they kind of just showed the fact that like he just ended up closing everyone off. He never got with anyone, never settled down, enjoyed life, and because of that, when everything was done, he was just stuck in the middle of he was stuck in his manor with his dog and nothing else. He had no one, and Terry was the only one that really. It was because of Terry that everything happened, really, for him.
Yeah.
Like I said, hope came back.
Terry kind of brought him back out into the world, kind of, sort of.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but like from both a narrative and like just in general's perspective, I love Old Man Bruce so much. Like he's probably one of my favorite Batmans all the time, just because like Terry and him together is probably one of the best Batmans.
Yeah,
Terry himself is like actually pretty good as well because like. I just like the fact that Terry is just kind of he's not really a jerk, but like he's just kind of
Terry doesn't have the martial arts expertise and he's not as smart as Bruce was, but he finds his own ways to win.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's
Return of the Joker.
Yes.
I know we keep talking about the movie, but dear God, watch that movie if you love Batman.
Also, if you guys want, we can do a separate review of Return of the Joker.
Well, I just want to mention that one because in that movie, in case you couldn't tell, Joker returns. Yeah, I figured she's gonna do that. Joker returns, right? And what happens is that Bruce says he likes to keep saying stuff, tune him out, and
so then Terry fucks with him.
He's like, I like to talk too, and just starts heckling Joker, which is Batman never did that to him when he was Batman never did that to him. So hearing Batman actively insult Joker is so funny.
And it pisses Joker off and it makes him go absolutely crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But Terry's different from Bruce.
Mm-hmm.
Terry doesn't do it the way that Bruce did.
Also just the fact that he's a lot more snarky.
Yes. Yeah.
He has so much snark to him because he's he's literally a high school. He's supposed to snarky to Bruce and everyone else.
Terry is kind of a douchebag.
He's not really a douchebag because it's clearly he's the best way actually. You know who he's like? He's like Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man.
Kind of, yeah.
That's what I think about. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking he's the guy who gets picked on, but can hold his own, and then he helps the guys who can't be picked, who can't really defend themselves from the bullies.
Yeah, and
that's what I thought because I'm thinking about that one scene from Amazing Spider-Man. I remember oh yeah, Terry multiple times has shown help guys who are in trouble.
Yeah. Hold on.
Sorry, we keep cutting, guys. It's just
there is one low light.
So
I don't know how to say this.
This is canon. So it's essentially said to be canon, and I really hate it. So
Bruce got with Barbara.
So Bruce had multiple options. He had Selena Kyle. He had
Wonder Woman.
Yeah, Wonder Woman.
Talia
before
she was her father.
He probably could still be into it. Clark, if you really want to go that way. He had multiple options, but yeah, he decided to go with I'm sorry, man, but you chose Barbara of all people.
He chose his best friend's daughter.
Mm-hmm. No, he chose his son's daughter. No, he chose his best friend's daughter, and then he chose his son's girlfriend / would they, won't they? What the fuck, man?
Which is so out of character for that version of Batman.
I guess it kind of explains why Dick left and just chilling in Bloodhaven.
Actually, you know what?
Fair enough to Dick on that one.
I kind of, but like, I don't see it. That's not something that version of Bruce would
That's something that
do.
I don't really want to see it for any type of Bruce Wayne. I don't really want to see those unless Barbara is significantly older.
And also something else too.
His age, I don't see it.
You can see in the new Batman adventures, Bruce took a lot of time to try to mend his relationship with him and Dick.
So then doing that is just so why, man? Why? Just like that's easily the worst part about Batman Beyond is making that canon. We don't see any of it, but making that canon alone was probably the worst part. Also, another thing I think is like, okay, I don't like hate them, but like the villains in Batman Beyond are just kind of like there's some couple good ones.
Terry's like signature rogues, like I like Ink.
Ink's good.
I like Powers.
Okay, like Ink going inside of like Terry's mouth and like drowning him is so fucking creepy.
Okay, one of the cooler moments was when Bruce put on a robot bat suit and beat the shit. Well, didn't really beat the shit, but like fought like
Ink in order to save Terry because he was kidnapped.
Yeah,
and like you hear the original animated series theme play, but like Terry knows like, oh crap, this isn't good. This is not good at all.
Yeah,
he has to get out of that suit now.
Yeah,
and the only reason is because Ink knows that Bruce is like helping him.
Yeah, but like the thing is that's cool.
Oh, no, someone else is awesome. What's his name, man? Mad Bomber.
Yes,
like that. I forget his name, but like he's one of the best parts.
Yeah,
I don't remember exactly, but like I remember like he talks to like, oh yeah, Project Zeta exists.
And so when they like bring back Bruce's older rogues, it's kind of cool.
Like Mr. Freeze, obviously we talked about, but like Bane, like Bane's venom being used to make a new drug is like really sad. I know like Bane was like a murderer / assassin / guy who just wants to kill Batman, but like poor dude just like was like just stuck on life support the entire life. I mean, he did to himself, but like he should have just been dead at that point, not being exploited.
Yeah, no, but like the thing is that when Terry has his own rogues, like besides Ink and Powers, that's kind of the weakest part of the show.
I mean, like
because
Sonar's pretty okay.
Yeah, but they had to draw it from like nothing.
Yeah.
So like
it's kind of like how by that same proxy, animated series made their own villains as well.
True.
And we hit the bombshell that was Harley Quinn from that show.
That's true.
So maybe we're just hoping to hit a bombshell with that one as well, with those ones as well.
Maybe they thought that Ink would take off the way that like Harley Quinn did. Or like
some places, yes.
But like overall, what would you say about
Ink's probably just a way better Clayface.
You don't like Clayface?
I like Clayface. I just think she's more intimidating.
Fair enough. So overall, what would you say about this show?
I say Batman Beyond's like a pretty good. I say like on its own merit, it's pretty good. But obviously, if you watch the animated series and New Adventures Batman, and then maybe Justice League as well, you see everything. Like you see like all like the cool like connections and stuff like that. You see like you get all like the nice like, oh, that's what happened to this character, and why that's why Bruce talks about this.
Yeah. Like out of 10, what would you give Batman Beyond?
If I had to give it out of 10, I'd say it's like a 9 out of 10 show.
Does it live up to the animated series?
Yes. Yes, definitely. Also, just remember that one clip of like I think it's like Terry's old friend becomes like super jacked in prison.
Yeah,
I remember that one clip of him just like breaking the sky and say, "I'm going to save the most repressed group of all, gamers." That's from the abridged dub of Batman Beyond. I really want to watch that sometime.
we should like watch that on Twitch. It'd be funny. No, but so the last thing that like I'll say is that I love Batman Beyond. I grew up watching it. I think they would have an episode of Batman the Animated Series and then followed by like a new episode of like, Batman Beyond. Mm-hmm. So like, that shit was sick. And then like right after Batman Beyond, Justice League would like, come on. So we were eating good, but like, the thing was that it was just a really cool time. And when I was a kid, I thought that the show was cool as a grown-up. I say it's legendary. And I'm going to give Batman Beyond a 9.5 out of 10.
Hey, Warner Brothers, instead of making the Minecraft movie, how about you make that canceled Batman Beyond Spider-Verse like movie? Like, have you seen the screenshots for the said movie?
I have, bro.
It looks fucking awesome. Why can't we get that? Give me some Batman Beyond, or how about Arkham Beyond? Anything related to Batman Beyond, really. Like, I know I joked. I know I said like a lot of the rogues galleries kind of is kind of like a letdown, but like, there's some good stuff in Batman Beyond. Just give us a game or
a Cyberpunk.
Movie. Anything, for crying out loud, more Arkham stuff.
A Cyberpunk Batman game would go hard.
I know, right?
And you can maybe like Will Friedle's young enough. You can like get him back to like voice Terry for like a Batman Arkham like Beyond game.
Yeah, the only thing that really be a problem is that you don't have Kevin Conroy anymore. Rest in peace.
You can just work around that.
Well, like you could probably just have a new voice actor.
No, like, bro, they would fucking AI his voice.
Hell no. Maybe just be like an AI version of Bruce talking.
Yeah.
Hello, it is me, Bruce Wayne, here to tell you about how to be Batman. Step 1, punch homeless people. No, I'm joking.
Step 1, punch homeless people.
Why do I punch homeless people?
No, but seriously though, Batman Beyond is he's awesome, and he does not get used nearly as much as he should.
Yeah, really. Like, I mean, a lot of characters don't get used as much as they should, or they don't. I mean, he has a comic book run.
He has a couple of them, but like they don't last long.
Yeah.
Because they don't, promote them really. But no, overall, Batman Beyond is cool, and next time we will review the 2005 the Batman season 1.
Season 1.
Liam and I are currently watching through it, and you'll hear our thoughts on that. But until next time, happy holidays.
Bye.